dos, uno. Yo, 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 this is Bernard, a.k.a. the Scarlet Spider.
And this is Samir, the King in Black.
And we are the Angry Blerds, and we are back, baby.
Did we leave somewhere?
We were off for a week. I didn't put anything out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was out of town.
Yeah.
So I guess we were gone. There's our Black and there's our Angry.
Yeah, it would have been weird to do this like one-sided. It probably would have been a hella short episode. I couldn't find anybody to sub in or, tag in. Ryan was busy streaming. So, guys, majority of this episode is going to be reviews because we have 3 episodes of The Mandalorian to review.
I feel like we can get some news in too, though.
Oh, no, I was going to say that.
Right, but I'm saying is, some of the reviews can be shorter than others. Like, how long does a review of The Mandalorian need to be?
I mean, it's 3 episodes, so it's probably going to take up 20 minutes.
Yeah, for all 3.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't say 20 minutes each.
Yeah, and then we have 2 movies, which will both take up about 20 minutes or so to take. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can get a nice episode and still talk about the current events. A lot of stuff happening.
So, that thing you do when I'm trying to get ready to explain all that, and you cut me off like you always do? I just did that.
I don't know what you mean, sir.
So, Good Burger 2 is in the works. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are Kenan Thompson has a 19-year-old girlfriend.
Okay, but what?
He could join he could join Leo in the fuckboy club.
That's all you got?
I'm like, not you too, Kenan. I thought you was cool, man. Yo, I'm just saying, girl, fresh out of high school. I'm like, yeah, bruh. Good Burger 2 though. It's Good Burger 2, so I guess it might be nostalgic.
Loco made a joke about basically like the competition, like their new Mondo burger or whatever should be like a plant-based burger restaurant.
That's not going to be competition. I think they should do like they should do the hipster burgers where the guys will be wearing the black gloves and the burgers be super gourmet. Yeah. That should be because the norm is like, okay, I'll pay $15 for a burger, because it's that good. That's what the competition should be. Because vegan plant-based food, that's not really a competition. That's like a different crowd of people.
That is a lie. That's what that is.
What do you mean?
I don't like plant-based food, but I won't lie. I've had black bean burgers and those are good. I had the Impossible Whopper. Nah, not for me.
They're fine.
When it first came out a few years ago, I was like, nah, I'm cool. Because, Burger King they usually have deals. So it was like, get a Whopper, you get an Impossible Whopper for free. I'm like, so I'm gonna save the sweet and savory for last, but I'm gonna try this Impossible Whopper. Wasn't a fan. So fuck that. So no release date on when Good Burger 2 will be coming out. And only thing we know so far is that Kenan and Kel are back.
They're like in their 40s. Like, what they doing still working in the burger joint?
They could be franchise owners.
Maybe.
Damn, just quick to just shit on the black men. Huh? They in their 40s, man. Why they still flipping burgers?
Hey, you mad at me? Get mad at the Proud family, Louder and Prouder.
I mean, I haven't watched it. Have you watched it? Because the only thing I know is you watch.
Oscar is still a loser.
Move this man.
I'm all for successful black women. I just think their husbands should match that energy, and he don't match that energy. Just saying.
I mean, a lot of people don't do that. I mean, perfect example. They're not married. Do you know what Stedman does?
What he do?
I don't know.
Let me see. Hang on.
And it's kind of hard to Google Stedman because there's 2 Stedman Grahams. One's a lawyer. It's not Oprah Stedman.
Okay, I see Stedman Graham. He's an American educator.
Okay, well,
is that
he
him?
was a teacher.
Yeah, that's him.
Ain't no way in hell he a teacher now.
He's 72 years old. He might be retired. Okay, and his occupation is author, businessman, and speaker.
Okay.
He delivers speeches that many public and private schools on the topic of identity and self-awareness. All right, I guess.
You can just imagine a statement come give a speech at your school and you got some kid. Yo, man, what Oprah Box like?
I mean,
why you ain't put a ring on it yet? What's up, man? Give me open number, cup. But anyway, yeah, enough of that. Samir?
actually, no. He's actually, I would say he's successful. He's just not Oprah successful. So again, he still matched the energy. All right. Yeah. Oscar is a failed snack. He has a failed snack company.
Okay, so I never watched The Proud Family like as a whole because I've gone over this before. It's on a different episode. Didn't have cable growing up when it was on, so the only time I really watched cable was one of us.
Is that why you don't like cartoons?
No, I would like cartoons. I just don't watch a lot of anime.
Every time I slide you a cartoon, you don't like watch it. You come across it. I've outgrown it. I don't like musicals. Stuff like that.
I don't like musicals. As opposed to
you're the only person that don't like Encanto.
I didn't watch it. I never said I didn't like it.
Yeah, you're the only person that didn't watch it like it.
Just because I didn't watch it yet, that doesn't mean that I didn't like it.
It's been out for 2 years. Everyone's been talking about it. That song was everywhere.
Samir, I still haven't watched Raya and the Last Dragon. There's a bunch of stuff on Netflix that's been out for 2 years I haven't watched yet. I still haven't watched The Jerk. Once again, time management sucks when you're an adult. You got too much new stuff to go back and try to focus on watching the old stuff.
At one point, Encanto was new.
Okay, you know what I was doing then? Rewatching,
Huh?
I was rewatching all of the DCAU from Batman to Justice League Unlimited. Only thing I couldn't watch was the Zeta Project because it's not on HBO Max.
Why did they do Zeta dirt like that?
I don't know.
But yeah. All right, we procrastinating.
I know it's your turn. I've been trying to get you to go. You don't like anime. You don't like musicals.
But
you don't like cartoons.
I mean, a little bit of truth. All right, so Final Fantasy 16 had
Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, sir.
I'm
watching Ultraman on Netflix. I'm finally finishing season 5 of Attack on Titan. I started My Hero Academia again, so I was like, your argument doesn't hold any water right now, dude.
It does.
Cue the Sonic drowning music.
Go watch Encanto.
I'm waiting for Digimon Adventure. What is it? Is Adventure Try 2? The second one with Davis in them?
No, it's just Digimon Adventure 2. I think. I didn't see it. I saw the title and I saw 2. It's not Try.
Yeah, but
Try wasn't that well received actually.
People I like Try.
Yeah, people didn't like it though. It was okay. Look, real talk, and this from a Digimon fan. I like Try, but it was a little boring.
There were moments where it was boring. I will give you that. You know what? I want the original Digimon movie on Blu-ray. But hard to
should. Anyway, we get on topic again.
No, wait. Quick question: did your wife go to Jen Silent Bob's Secret Stash?
Oh no, she ain't had a chance to do that. She got wrapped up in my family stuff. So, nope. So,
you disappoint me again the same way y'all didn't pick your wedding photos. But anyway, continue with your Final Fantasy 16 story.
Okay, so Final Fantasy 16 has gone gold. And it should
Tell the people what gold means again, Samir.
This is like the 4th time I've had to explain it. But gold is when a game is on track to be released shortly. So, for instance, for Final Fantasy 16, it is going to be released on June 22nd, and it's on track to be released that day. It doesn't mean that it's finished. It just means that it's on track, and it's at the part where it's pretty much at the finish line, you know? So in the home stretch of development.
Speaking of games that are finished, guys, make sure you go do your Avengers update. Some of the costumes are still locked, but I think those were the ones you had to kind of grind through.
Why are you still talking about that dead game? Don't bring that thing in here.
Samir, right? Because Square Enix in the final update dropped today.
Yeah, but that's not news. That game is dead.
I know, but the patch came out today. So that's why I'm telling people. Game. I mean, you can still play the story mode.
Anyways, in the last week, while we were off, they actually released a lot of news about Final Fantasy 16. They gave us extensive gameplay and a lot of shots of the environment. As well as some snippets, some more in-depth looks at the combat. Looks really dope, and can't wait. And also, they showed us Torgal's gameplay. If you don't know, Torgal is the large dog that's in the party.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, because I was definitely about to say, who the hell is that? I don't know any characters' names. I'm kind of going into this blind. I've seen trailers, but I don't know characters' names.
They also gave us a story trailer, and they gave us some insight into the characters. Like, for instance, the main character, Clive. He's clearly on that guy that's going to be on the path for revenge, and I'm here for it. He's going to be super emo and really upset all the time, and I love it. Can't wait. Can't wait to see him go on his journey.
Samir and these damn emo characters.
Yeah, and you're obviously going to follow him from his his mid to early teens, his 20s, and then in his 30s. Like, they age him up in the game. It's going to be so good.
I thought he was a full-grown man from, like, the first story trailer that we saw.
No, you actually start the game when he's a teenager, and then stuff goes down, and then he starts his quest for revenge in his 20s, and then in his 30s, and so forth.
Okay. All right, so like we said, guys, we were on a break last week, and this happened actually 2 weeks ago. We just forgot to bring it up. We got to wish Sam Neill a speedy recovery. He is receiving treatment for stage 3 blood cancer, and he said he's just pleased to be alive. So, just...
Oh, that's pretty bad. Blood cancer? Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah. So
that's what killed Jay Dilla, actually.
The rapper?
Yeah. I think he died from blood cancer also.
Sure about that?
I know it was some type of blood disorder, but I think it was blood cancer.
Dang, he died in 2006.
Yeah.
Cardiac arrest, dude.
Was it, though?
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay.
From the New York Times. Because he had been suffering from lupus, and he was hospitalized for a month.
Oh, okay, so lupus. All right, yeah.
Yeah. And
that was sad, though. He was super talented. A lot more to give.
Yeah. He's only 32. So, for those of you who may be living under a rock, I'm going to give you a few films that you may know Sam Neill from. So, for starters, The Omen 3, which one that I actually went back to watch because, like, back when I was a kid, I saw, like, the first Omen in it. I think there's only 3 of them, but yeah, he plays the adult version.
I'm going to apologize because you can jump to the Jurassic Park. And then segue into the Merlin miniseries. Also, the Tudors.
Go ahead, Samir. Go ahead.
I mean,
what else was he in? What else? I was going to literally say Jurassic Park next. I was trying to get film out.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. I was going to jump to TV. Yeah, and then
the Jungle Book,
the Fire Merlin miniseries, so good. Have you checked that cast recently? That cast was nuts back in the day.
Bicentennial Man.
Yes, Bicentennial Man.
Wimbledon, Iron Road, Daybreakers, Breakers, The Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of Ga'Hoole.
That was Zack Snyder's Weird Bird movie.
Yeah, Escape Plan, A Long Way Down, Mind Gamers, Thor Ragnarok, Peter Rabbit. Oh, I forgot he was in Poppy.
Who was he in Thor Ragnarok?
He was the actor who played Odin. Remember, it was him, Matt Damon, and Luke Hemsworth.
Yeah, someone's brother. Yeah,
is one of Chris's other brothers. He was also in Jurassic World Dominion, Peter Rabbit 2. Obviously, returned in Thor and Love and Thunder. But yeah, let's go to TV. So. He actually did a voice on The Simpsons, Merlin, Space, Dr. Zhivago. Yeah, they did a TV version of that. The Tudors, Happy Town. Oh, he was on Rake. Oh, that's the Australian version. Rake was a show that got adapted in the U.S. That starred Greg Kinnear on Fox, and I think it got canceled after like 1 season. He also did an episode of Rick and Morty. And he's on the show. It was a miniseries called The 12. And obviously, he was in the Lego Jurassic World games and Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2 as part of the DLC. So, yeah, let's just wish Sam Neill a speedy recovery. Samir, you got a story?
Yes. All right, yo. So, the beloved TMNT graphic novel, The Last Ronin, is going to be a video game.
I like how he calls it beloved, and he didn't read it.
It is beloved, isn't it?
I know it's.
Is it not well received?
I know it's well received. You know how I know it's well received? I paid $25 for.
So here's how you and I differ. Just because I haven't sampled a particular intellectual property doesn't mean I'm not going to give it props when I see the impact it has. All right.
Yeah, but
I'm not going to sit there and hate on it.
You just shit on me for not watching
In Kanto? Yes, because you should feel bad. We don't talk about Bernard. All right. Anyways, so it's going to be described as having similar gameplay to God of War Ragnarok, or God of War in general, the 2018 and Ragnarok. And I'm here for it. Oh my god! Like, if you know anything about the Last Ronin, this game is going to be just something special.
Okay, so
I wonder how much they're going to adapt to that.
I want you to tell us about the Last Ronin since you're so hyped up about this.
Well, we have the story, all right, is centered around a turtle that we don't know which one of the four, who has all of the weapons and is on a quest for revenge. That's it. Short and sweet. You don't know which brother it is. You do know that they're going to avenge the other brothers, and they are pissed off. And again, we're here for it. And if you're don't have the time for a graphic novel, or you're a little iffy on that particular medium, this might bring more fans into that property. Did I get it right, Bernard? That you good, senpai?
Don't call me that.
Huh, senpai?
Don't shut up. More or less. So should we spoil what turtle it is? Because
no, shut up. What's wrong with you,
bro? This game could be coming out in 2 years. We just know
that ain't the point. Just chill. All right, chill. Okay, chill. Stop being a Grinch.
How am I being a Grinch? I was offering news. You're the one being a Grinch.
He is.
You're like, no,
Mr.
they
Grinch.
can't know. Although they could just literally Google it. But yeah, very good comic. We actually have another mini series related to that. It's called The Last Ronin in the Lost Years. So it follows our turtle, who Samir won't let me name, like in between of what happened during the final battle with the Foot, and up until like issue 1 of that series. I haven't started The Lost Years yet. I'm slowly catching up on comics. Like, bro, kind of. You know how you always send me fucking TikToks about everyone mad at Spider-Man? So we're finally at the point where we kind of find out what Peter did, and that arc just started. So I've read that, and so I'm kind of caught up on that. Oh, and Miles Morales is back in his old costume, so thank
God. Praise the Lord. Alhamdulillah. Dear God.
So, yeah. But yeah, guys.
God.
If you can find it, I highly recommend reading Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Last Ronin. Hell, read everything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles related for like the past 12 years? Yeah, 2011.
They should have a lot of volumes and trades, right?
Oh, yeah, they got a lot. They're probably on like volume 37. And this is why, we really need to talk about comics more. So we gotta start doing
that. I know. We slip in. We need to get on that, like to have a section of our podcast.
I be trying to get you to read stuff. Like,
I'm catching up. Leave me alone. It's hard. All right.
Yeah. So, I would also, like, we already talked about Mutant Mayhem. I might have mentioned it then. I would have preferred for this movie to like kind of be parallel to the IDW comics, where they're reincarnated souls from feudal Japan, and somehow Shredder is immortal up until a certain point, because man, Donatello almost dying, and Raphael making out with a mutated fox, and Leatherhead being around since the 40s. It's a very good book. It's one of the few things from like over a decade ago that I'm still reading that's not in the big two, so that's not Marvel or DC related. So it's really like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for me. But yeah, guys. So when that game drops, I will be talking about it hook, line, and sinker, because, like I said, Ninja Turtles is my shit. All right. So we're going to save all the hoopla with Shazam for later when we get into the review of that.
Yeah. Let's talk about the announcement of the title of the new Avatar animated series. It's titled Avatar: The New Generations. And can we please have a moment of silence for Avatar Korra, who triumphed over the tyranny of the White Lotus and the unification of the Earth Kingdom, as well as uniting the spirit world and the human world and bringing back the air nomads. She did a lot in her lifetime, and now she's dead apparently because the new Avatar is here, and it's sad. I love Korra; she's great, and honestly, this show I'm excited for it, but for this show to be here, she's dead, and I don't like it. It makes me sad.
You know what I don't like?
What?
The fact that you just won again. But go ahead.
We're trying to knock it out, man.
Go ahead, dude.
Calm down. It's not that serious.
Is that all you got to say on that?
I mean, it's not that much to say, honestly. They've begun casting, and Avatar Studios casting. That's it. They don't have an exact cast right now, but we will have one soon, I guess.
Okay. All right. So we got a little bit of Marvel news. So I'm gonna knock out all MCU things real quick. So Nick Fury in Secret Invasion will not be wearing his eye patch. So
his iced up eye is going to be just hang out there for everyone to see?
Yeah, it's in the teaser trailer that dropped when they announced it.
He's been hanging out with a bunch of aliens for the longest. He didn't get a prosthetic yet?
Maybe he don't want one.
Why would you not want one?
Yeah, I mean, why would you want a reminder that a flirt can scratch you and fuck up your eye?
Why would you not want to see out of your eye?
He might be able to see out of it. It just might just look creepy.
No, that thing is not. You cannot see out of that thing. That thing is dead. In fact, I'm surprised they haven't removed it. Like, they don't just leave effed up eyeballs in your socket like that. They just remove them if they're just dead flesh. Like, if they're just not functioning, they usually remove them.
Yeah. So, Samuel Jackson.
Especially with, like, trauma. Like, his eye has legit trauma. I'm surprised they really didn't just remove it.
Yeah, so Sam Jackson and Emilia Clarke did an interview with
I forget.
Vanity Fair.
Who's she playing?
We don't know, but according to this article from Vanity Fair, it's someone that we've seen around in Marvel movies for the longest. And, so Skrulls, man, just disguises. So, yeah, so.
Is Coulson coming back?
Why really do? Why you got to go there?
What do you mean?
Why you got to go there? For someone who's always saying, hey, they didn't acknowledge it. Why would they bring Coulson back?
They barely did. It's like, dude, I don't want to. I would say they're the redhead stepchild, but that's the insult to redhead stepchilds everywhere. All right.
But yeah, so I think they said summer for Secret Invasion. Still no release date for Loki season 2, but also Josh Friedman, who wrote Avatar: The Way of Water with James Cameron, I guess. Unless, he just pulled a DD and just threw his name on it, will be rewriting the script for Fantastic Four.
Thank God. Let's get someone on there. Hurry up and get that movie out.
We don't even know who wrote the script.
I just want it out. That's what I'm saying. I want hurry up.
Man, because since Bob Iger's back, they're slowing down on everything. So, everything that was already announced, it's probably all just going to be pushed back and rearranged and whatnot. Because when Bob Iger was originally at Disney, during phase 2, it was more quality over quantity. And, obviously the stockholders and shareholders are freaking out. So that's why they fired the other Bob Chapek.
They should have fired him a long time ago. The freaking misogynist, racist dude.
So who are you talking about?
The guy they fired.
No, I'm talking about Bob Chapek. He was the CEO of Disney. Bob Iger resigned, and they brought in Bob Chapek, and they fired Bob Chapek and brought back Bob Iger. You're talking about Ike Perlmutter or whatever his name is. He was the CEO of Marvel Entertainment.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah. So
he's the guy that was a misogynist racist.
Yeah. So he just got fired as well. So I don't know if Kevin Feige is going to go into that position or what, because I think Kevin Feige still likes to be the hands-on EP that he is. So that's pretty much all the news we have from Marvel. Not like I said, not that much Marvel news for the past 2 weeks. Besides, Ant-Man, pretty much tanking and Jonathan Majors getting arrested, and then his lawyer
or proven innocent.
Yeah. So people. That's why you don't go quick to jump out the window. It's all over for that nigga. It's no, stop. All right. So, what do you got, man?
Okay. Hang on.
I know we didn't put no notes here because we were just going to do reviews.
I know. Hang on. I got stuff. Stuff I got. Oh, let's talk about E3.
Oh, you mean how E3 is dead? Did I say this like a year ago?
Press F in the chat for E3. It's on its way out. I don't see it coming back next year either. So I didn't say all this, but I have a friend who's a streamer, Blitz, with 2 Z's on. I'll double check, but 2 Z's on YouTube. Check out his channel. He does a number of games.
Shout out to Blitz.
And he was actually invited to E3 this year, and they sent him a letter personally saying that it was canceled. So that would be his first E3. Like, you can imagine, he's like us. He grew up watching E3, and hey, to get an actual legit invite from them is big. And then they go and cancel it because Ubisoft pull out and they got no big shows left. It's like, God dang, the L's keep coming.
Yeah, man, just. It might also be because of Repop. Like Repop, just they're one of these con people who just popped out of nowhere. They're the ones who own SuperCon now. So I don't know. Maybe they just like, man, get a smaller venue or something. I get it. It's E3.
I don't know.
Social media. I mean, not social media. Like YouTube, more or less, is killing everything. YouTube killed MTV, BET, VH1.
Well, they didn't kill E3. E3 streamed on YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm saying now because YouTube exists, the big developers can just go directly to the consumers on YouTube.
So yeah, here's where we're at. So funny enough, and Nintendo just had a presentation for Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, and they pretty much had a 10-minute view of the game. They talked about it, and now it has like 5 million views. So
exactly, it's like you don't need to wait for E3 anymore.
You don't, and you have all these large companies like Sony, Microsoft, Ubisoft, Square Enix. They can do their own presentation, their own stages. They can rent their own venues. They can do what they want. They don't need E3 to do it for them anymore, especially not Sony and Microsoft. Like, they never needed it, but whatever, Yeah. So, and here's another thing. Hot take, right? So I think we're at the point here that we don't really need, as much as it pains me to see it go, we don't need E3 anymore. Yeah, I think we pretty much graduated out of that kind of media. We kind of just want cozy little intimate presentations and just knock it out, give us the stuff, and we can go. We don't need big presentations. We don't need grandiose spectacles anymore. Just give us the news, and then so we can go about our day. I think the world is speeding up.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that will be the thing that kind of ruins everything. I'm just waiting for everything to implode on itself. Because, like I said, it all kind of started in like the early 2000s when YouTube first came on the scene, and you can get all your music videos there, and so it was like nobody was really watching TRL and 106 in Park and Pop Up Video and all these other shows that were on these on these cable networks. So now that's why we got 58 reruns of Ridiculousness and fucking Teen Mom and Black Ink Crew and
Rob Dyrdek, man, he must be getting. I don't know how much, but they paying him for all that nonsense. Like, seriously.
I don't know, but they just Chanel West Coast just announced that she's leaving.
What? What's she gonna do?
I don't know. Work on her rap career. Yes, she raps.
Okay, hey, no, all right. I haven't seen it yet. She might be fired.
Nah, she's not, man. Charlamagne roasted her on the radio one time, and he went to go host Ridiculousness. I've never seen her mad.
I mean, until that asshole. Did he have to do that?
He just said the bars weren't there. And she got him there. Not Ray J. Snoop co-signed me. So. I got a fucking contract. He's like, why you talking with your hands? Very funny clip. But yeah, man, E3 is dead. That's all I'm saying. All right. So, in preparation of Fast X or Fast 10, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So, Vin Diesel has said that Fast 10 will say goodbye to Brian O'Connor. So he said, oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, that Paul Walker's character. He said, in that moment in 2013, when the world was still struggling with his loss, the studio made a very bold, righteous, and daring decision to keep Brian O'Connor alive. I couldn't imagine this saga ending without truly saying goodbye to Brian. So, I mean, it's it's been a long time coming. I really feel like it should have happened a long time ago.
I'm surprised they haven't, because it doesn't make this character needs to. They gotta do something with this character because he's still in the universe. He's babysitting now. He's taking care of the kids while Mia goes off and does things.
I wouldn't say babysitting there. His kids.
Oh no, parenting isn't babysitting. You're correct. He's raising his own kid while his wife or girlfriend goes off and does stuff. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I'm progressive. She can go out and he can stay home. That's fine. But it doesn't make that much sense. It's saying.
Yeah.
Maybe they take turns. Like for a while now, he was running out and doing stuff, and now he got to step back and she got to run out and do stuff now. Maybe. But long story short, I don't know how they're going to do it. Maybe they can. Honestly, the only way I can see is killing them all. They're not going to get divorced. He's not going to run off in the sunset, right?
Yeah, no. I think they finally figured out what to do after Wakanda Forever came out, and you know how they dealt with Chadwick's death at the beginning of the film. So,
I know we talked about it, man. That was still. I really watched it when it hit Disney Plus. God, that was still kind of rough.
Yeah,
that funeral scene.
It was. I mean, and like I told you, like when I saw it, it was like 30 minutes behind because of the projector issues and everything. And nobody told us like the movie was going to start abruptly like that. Like we thought they just fucked up the file because nothing's on like film anymore. It's just literally a flash drive you plug into a computer.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, what is the file corrupted? And we found out that the credits started rolling. Also, Michelle Rodriguez shot her Fast X fight scene against Charlize Theron without a director. So yeah,
I mean, she's been doing her own stunts and fight scenes for a while now. She might be a director on scene.
Maybe.
Also, Charlize Theron, if I'm not mistaken, does she have any director credits on her belt?
Not that I'm aware of. I'll look real quick. But yeah, not off the top of my head. Nope, that's not.
From South Africa.
Yes.
I'm trying to see here.
I can never remember how to spell her name. There we go.
All right, got it. I'm pulling her. Dang, she got a lot of movies.
Yes.
All right, hang on. She's producing, executive producer. Nothing yet.
Yeah, she hasn't directed.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's Clea.
Really?
Oh no, they got a credit for Old Guard 2 on here. Yeah, let's
we
go.
Talked about that.
I know we talked about it. I know it was coming, but now it's actually on. It's got a date on it and everything. They saw an announcement for this.
It just says 2023. It doesn't have a release date yet. It's supposed to be coming out this year. We talked about it last year when we was it last year or the beginning?
We knew it was coming, but now it's actually on her Wikipedia page.
It was on her Wikipedia last year when they did it.
I don't think it was.
Samir.
Yeah,
it was.
I don't think it was.
Okay, agree to disagree. But yeah, so can't wait for Fast X to drop June.
Man, forget Fast X. I want more Old Guard.
I mean.
Henry Golding and Uma Thurman?
Yes. I'm sorry, May 19th. So that's next month. Well, this month by the time you guys hear this. Wait, what the hell am I talking about? Next month is April. I'm tripping. Leave me alone. What you got?
Okay. Actually, I did have something. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, pull one more story out because we've been talking for 33 minutes.
I mean, you guys want to be?
No, but I do.
All right, then.
Look here, man. Really? You going to Chappelle show on me?
Maybe. Why don't you shake my hand like a man, huh? All right.
What?
Keep it real goes wrong.
Oh.
All right. So, unfortunately, we got another bad PC port. The Last of Us Part 1.
Yeah, check out our TikTok for that and our Instagram. And
it looks bad. It's so bad. Yeah, it's jacked up. Like, there's kinks and sporadic issues like Resident Evil 4, which we'll talk about a little bit in a second. That's not a perfect port, but it runs really well at least on my system. that
also wasn't a port that was made in conjunction.
It was correct, so that's not a port.
Yeah,
but this is just. The shaders are so jacked up. The frame rate's messed. The performance is all out of whack. You'll have should
I splice the video in right here so like people can see it as we're talking about it?
Obviously.
All right.
You have like a $2,000 card sweating his balls off because y'all encoded correctly. It's got memory leaks up the wazoo. I'm like, man, y'all tripping over this.
Bro, I saw a clip of like when you get to the college where Joel gets hurt, and Ellie's just on the back of the horse, just.
It's bad. Oh God.
And Tess gets stuck in a wall, and she's just.
Anyways, do better. All right, do better than Idol. Oh, actually, I don't know who's. It's Sony. Actually, I don't think Idol had anything to say about that. It's Sony who.
No, Naughty Dog apologized. They said
they apologized, but Sony's the one who got the company to do the port. Like Sony, it's a Sony-owned company.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, damn. So I'll stick with my PC.
Your PC.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about Ryan Coogler. He's doing a revival of the X-Files.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who y'all, how many y'all OGs, but yeah, I grew up on the X-Files.
I've watched it occasionally. It wasn't one of those shows that I religiously watched.
It did not age well.
I mean, obviously it was the 90s, and I don't even think they remastered that in HD. Oh, a bit of Marvel news I forgot. Liv Tyler's coming back as Betty Ross in Captain America: New World Order.
Yes, she is.
So
and
possibly
is she going to be
Red?
Is she going to be Red She-Hulk?
Possibly, don't know.
Or is she going to be like the Harpy?
No, don't do the Harpy.
I like the Harpy.
You got to do Red She-Hulk first in order to get the Harpy.
That is true. You did.
So,
yeah. Yes.
But you got any more news that you want to get off your chest, or go ahead and officially get? Oh, Amy Jo Johnson. So everyone's mad at her for not coming back for Power Rangers Once and Always, which drops.
Why?
The 19th. Because they're like, we got David Yost back, we got Walter Jones back, we got Steve Cardenas back. Wait, why is Kat here?
That lady be busy. She writing her own stuff. She directing. She got a full kit. Look, come on now. She wasn't available for filming. Chill out.
Yeah. So, yeah, everyone started berating her over Twitter, and she said, okay.
Jason Frank himself didn't even come back.
Yeah.
So y'all not getting on him?
Yeah.
Posthumously, obviously.
Yeah. So she said, please stop saying I didn't do the Power Rangers reunion because of money. So yeah, that was the original thing that came out. She was very
okay. First off, if that was her reason, that's still a good reason. Yeah, she got to pay her bill. She got a mortgage. I'm assuming.
I mean, you just literally decided to chime in on a comment that I made about Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis not leaving their kids any money.
That's different. You signed on to be a parent. Be a parent. Okay, I'm not saying
they're talking about when they're adults and they die. I mean, obviously, they're going to. There's something in the will, like if they die when they're kids. It's like, yo, when you're 18, make your own way. We're going to pay for your college and all that, but you're on your own.
Here's the thing. So it's like, segue. Where's the stop? Because when you have money and influence like that, it's not just the money that gives them the leg up. It's the connections and things like that.
They didn't say nothing about connections. They just said we ain't giving y'all no money. We ain't leaving them no money.
I mean,
bro, them kids are 10 and 6.
I'm just saying, it's like, not to leave your kids any money, it's kind of scummy in my opinion. The whole point of you being a parent is to push forward so the next generation has it easier. Okay.
But Samir, aren't you one of the people who hate the Nepo babies?
I don't hate Nepo babies. Look, I don't hate Nepo babies. It's not their fault that they're Nepo babies. Now, if they don't admit that they're Nepo babies, then that's a problem. But again, I still don't care that they don't do that. That's not my business. I don't care. End of the day. All right. Now, who I hate is political Nepo babies. Those people need to go GTFO because you're not entitled to legislate just because your dad legislated. You know, that's different. But acting, as long as you're good, I don't care. Like the people mad at Timothée Chalamet because he hasn't auditioned for a role in like 7 years because he's like a Hollywood guy right now. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of sucks for other people because especially actors of color who have to still audition and who've proven themselves time and time again and still have to audition. It sucks, and it is a conversation we need to have about nepotism.
I mean, the only person who we possibly have like that, like in that 20 to 30 age range, might be Zendaya, just because she's been around.
Zendaya probably still, she has to probably still.
I don't know, man. I think she
maybe not. I don't know. She might be good. Zendaya's a beautiful unicorn. So let's not talk about her.
Yeah, but let's say because she just reworked that Euphoria contract, $1 million an episode.
Yeah. All right, but not her, because obviously she's on like, another level. But a lot of, like, for instance, Lupita Nyong'o, like, she's proven herself, but she still got an audition.
I mean, do we know that for a fact?
Yeah.
I mean, how many Lupita Nyong'o movies you've seen? So Black Panther 1 and 2, Us. What you got?
12 Years a Slave.
Okay, that's it?
No, that's just more. I'm trying to think. I'm drawing a blank right now, but I'm trying to think of them.
Because I only got 4. Both Black Panthers, Us, and Little Monsters. Is it Little Monsters? It's the movie where she's like a musical teacher and there's zombies and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that. I saw that. That was good.
But yeah.
And actually, okay, so she hasn't had that many movies, actually.
Yeah.
Queen of Katwe, The Jungle Book.
Oh, wait, I did see Queen of Katwe. I don't know why I ended up watching that.
Oh, yeah, that nonstop movie.
She was in Nonstop with Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
The plane movie?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? I don't remember her being in Nonstop. Who we talking? Oh, yeah, Lupita. Like, who we talking about again? Let me go to her filmography. Okay, yeah, shit, she was in Nonstop.
But yeah, surprisingly, she doesn't have. But okay, let's say Octavia Spencer, Viola Davis.
Here we go. A little fun fact. So, gearing up for the release of No Way Home, decided to go down the Spider-Man deep dive. Bro, Octavia Spencer is in the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. Yeah, she's the lady who. Oh, she's the lady
the ticket. The ticket.
Yes.
Yeah, the wrestling place. Oh shoot!
But yeah, I don't really think Octavia Spencer has to audition anymore, especially after The Help, because I think she got an Oscar for The Help. Or am I thinking about Viola Davis?
Just because the movie get an award doesn't mean you do. Look at how they did Taraji and that was dirt. Carrie Casey Benjamin Button. That movie had all those awards.
I mean, we don't know if she auditioned for that. We just know she got low pay for it.
Oh, they tried her so hard.
That's why
couch change.
Yeah, that's why I miss Chadwick Boseman, because we already talked about how he. I can't remember the lady's name on.
I think it was Claire Danes.
I don't think it was Claire Danes. But,
why am I thinking Claire Danes?
Because she looks a little bit like Claire Danes.
Are you sure?
But yeah, how he gave her like.
I think it's Claire Danes, man.
Oh my god! See, we're going off on a tangent. I was up here talking about Amy Jo Johnson.
And we ain't got nowhere to be, man. Hey, y'all, this is gonna be a long episode. We'll put timestamps or something. All right. Okay, it's not Claire Danes.
I told you it wasn't Claire Danes.
Hang on, I'm bugging. Yeah, what can we? Hang on. Random, blonde, skinny, pretty light.
Bro, all you got to do is type in 12 bridges. God damn.
I thought I put
21 bridges. Yeah, 21.
It's 21 bridges or 12 bridges?
Yeah, 21. I'm dyslexic.
You got dyslexia.
Yeah.
They got 12 questions.
Sienna Miller.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, Sienna Miller. She's not that famous though.
I mean, she has been acting for a while. For like 20-something years.
Yeah, but what's her claim to fame?
Layer Cake, Alfie, Stardust, G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra.
No, I mean, besides Stardust, I can't even think of all these movies.
You didn't see Alfie, the remake with what's his name? Jude Law. Layer Cake with Daniel Craig. Yeah,
but is she the reason you see that movie for Jude Law? You don't see that movie for her.
I know, but she's like the female movie.
But it's like none of these movies are her. Like Stardust. Okay, Stardust is like her one claim to fame because she's like the lead.
She's the mom,
one of the title. But then again, Michelle Pfeiffer and Robert De Niro kind of stole that whole show. But that movie's good. If you ever see, by the way, if you haven't seen Stardust, go watch it.
Never saw it.
It holds up. Go watch it. It's good. I'm just trying to think. None of these movies are really.
You know who else was in Stardust? Claire Danes.
That's funny. But that's what I'm saying. It's like American Sniper. It's like
she was the Foxcatcher.
Yeah, Black Mass. The Lost City of Z.
No one saw the Lost City of Z.
Yeah, I know. American Woman. It's like she has steady work well into the 2020s. Yeah. Okay, but she's a female gorgeous Adam Goldberg. All right, or
no, don't compare her to Adam.
It's
Goldberg.
like she's that lady.
No,
like
well,
she's
no,
always,
no, because of the simple reason that Adam Goldberg will literally go movie, TV, movie, TV, TV.
I haven't seen him recently, but maybe because he's in stuff I didn't watch it. The point is like she's a habitual. She's a career supporting actor, and that's fine.
God.
Go with that. Pay your bills.
Did you see one? No, you didn't, because Bruce Willis. I'm pretty sure that movie was rotten. He was in Once Upon a Time in Venice with. He's on The Equalizer with Queen Latifah.
Who?
Adam Goldberg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, back to Amy Jo Johnson, because that tangent kind of went down around the corner. But yeah, so basically, she said she didn't do the reunion because she said she didn't do the reunion because of money. Simply not true. Maybe she didn't want to wear spandex in her 50s, or she didn't want to go to New Zealand for a month. This basically
Amy Jo Johnson looked good. All right, she can wear spandex too.
She said maybe she didn't want to wear spandex in her 50s, and she said, "Yo, it's none of your business, really. Okay,
it ain't none of your business."
And her both chose not to do it for their own reasons. And no one got on Austin St. John. I mean, the PPP
he can't wear spandex. That boy.
Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. He can't.
What happened? Why are you laughing?
Because when he showed up, I want to say either a year ago or 2 years ago at this point, you obviously can tell that's somebody else in that suit. He ain't have no helmet off seams. It's Jason in his clothes anymore. So I'm like, what an extra 40 pounds went, man?
40? It was probably more than that.
Okay, leave Austin alone. He signed a couple things. Yeah, a couple things for me. But yeah, and she's also working on a Boom. She's working on a Power Rangers comic for Boom since it's the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers, and Boom has the rights. So they actually went into the archives. They have all the old Marvel comics and every other publisher, and it's a hell of a crazy done Kickstarter, bro. I was really thinking about it. I'm like, do I really got $12,000 to give to Boom? I mean, not 12,000, 1,200. I mean,
1,200. You don't have to put. It's a crowdfunding. You don't have to do the whole thing.
No, I want the big bundle because the smallest tier is $50. You get one comic.
They take PayPal, right? You can just pay it in portions.
Yeah, I'm paying off my Darren Hayes ticket, my plane flight, and I'm also going to use PayPal to pay for my Supercon ticket if I go.
Put it on a credit card.
Almost maxed out. See, why you got me telling my personal business on the podcast?
That's you. I just said put it on a credit card. You could have just deflected that question. No, you answered it. One time you want to tell the truth.
I mean, I always tell the truth on this podcast.
Cue the Doubt Dog.
What the hell is the Doubt Dog?
You ain't seen the Doubt Dog?
No. But when have I lied on this podcast? I need an example.
I mean, in personal life, I've been your friend for 20 some odd years.
I said on the podcast.
Oh, okay. That's when you changed it.
I said that from Jump Street.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. So, you got to know the story. Can we go ahead and get into these reviews?
Why you crushing?
Because, dude, I got to go get my car. I got to piss.
Your car is fine. You can pause the podcast.
No, you cannot pause the Riverside. I told you that.
Okay, fine. Let's start the first review of the.
Like I said, bro, we've been talking for almost an hour. We're at 48 minutes.
Fine. Okay. I'm over here, chewing the fat with my boy, and he want to just, blow his load, go to sleep and roll over and go to sleep.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa.
What's up? All right. Huh? Why you rushing?
What's wrong with you?
Okay. Just saying. Maybe I just want to be romantic a little bit. All right. Don't rush me.
Bro, you still just, bored because, your wife was out of town. And
look, I miss her, but no, that's not what this is about. All right. All right. Start the review, man.
All right. So, episode 3 of The Mandalorian. Season 3, chapter 19, The Convert. So, directed by Lee Isaac Chung and written by Noah Clore and Jon Favreau. So, basically, after Din took all these L's and had his blood drained, him and Bo depart Mandalore. And, Bo kind of hinted at seeing the mental sword to him, but didn't necessarily tell him. And we also, Bo's home gets destroyed by, a bunch of random TIE fighters.
Oh, random. That's the remnants of the Empire.
I mean, do we know it's the Empire?
Yeah.
No, we don't. Really.
Who else ride TIE fighters? But they had TIE interceptors and TIE bombers. They rode deep, sir.
Okay. All right. So after that, we get a cut scene. Like, these episodes are getting shorter. I don't know if they like trying to low key.
They're not show. Though.
No, dude. Like episodes 2, 3, and 4, they're like 30 minutes. They're like 35 minutes. They're not even like your standard 42-minute episode. But yeah, so like the middle of this episode, I was like, do I really care? So we get Dr. Pershing on Core's side.
Yes, you care because he.
I know it's setting up for everything, but I'm just like, man, this didn't need to be in this episode. This could have been like on the tail end or something. I mean, it didn't need to be in the middle, is what I'm saying. So yeah, Dr. Pershing got a pardon from the New Republic, and he finds Ella Kane, who is played by I cannot remember her name. I was just gushing over her and Ant-Man.
Yeah, mommy with the cut arms.
Yes. Katie O'Brien. Yeah, Katie M. O'Brien. So yeah, they meet up with a bunch of other defectors of the Empire, and bro, she pulled a 180 and betrayed them.
Bruh, what is her deal?
Bro, she obviously still, loyal to the Empire.
I'm like, but the Empire ain't loyal to you. What they at? I thought she would have made contact with somebody. It's like she just did that because she's a hate guy, buddy.
Yeah. So yeah, Pershing got mind wiped, and Din and Bo-Katan go back to the planet where the Mandalorians are hiding now.
That's like the next.
No, this was the end of the episode. Yeah, this was literally the end of the episode. So, Din gives the armor a sample of the living waters as proof of his redemption. And since Bo also bathed in waters and has not removed her helmet since then, she is now a part of the Watch. Cult vibes, dude. Thoughts?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a cult,
bro.
Per se.
We literally called them a cult, like, during season 2. We said, bro, all y'all cults. We got the Watch. We got the Owls. It's like, come on, man. A spade is a spade. Y'all pots and kettles.
Look, as long as they're not isolating people and making them forsake their family members and because they. I
wouldn't say that got no family left.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It's like cults tend to specialize in tearing people down and making them codependent to their religious creed, whereas the Mandalorians don't do that. They build you up. All right, and they make you a part of something that when you don't have anything.
Yeah, unless you're past Vizsla's bitch ass, can't do shit.
All right, he's from a very proud line. That line goes back thousands of years.
Yeah, I know.
So he feels some kind of way.
We're gonna get on him on the next episode.
He feels some kind of way that he's wallowing in mediocrity.
Useless. All
right.
So what do you rate that episode? That one, just because of like the fat in the middle, that I'm like.
I rated a good.
I gave it an 8.
Yeah, 8, solid 8,
yeah.
8.0.
And like I said, shorter episode. It's like 35 minutes.
Was it? It didn't feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't feel that. It felt that way to me a little bit. Like that one did. The one after that we're about to talk about right now. Oh, wrong tab. Episode 20, The Foundling. Written by Jon Favreau and one of your favorite people, Samir, Dave Filoni.
What? Dave Filoni.
I could just add the air horns, so and directed by someone who because Samir hates old people.
Old people.
The only Carl Weathers at 75 years old directed this episode. Bro, you always be saying old people need to go.
No, I just don't think old people need to be in action roles.
So you don't think Grieve Karga can just fuck people up?
He don't. No, he pulled a gun. He shoot the gun. He sits behind back. All right, that's the extent of what he can do. Okay,
we don't know the extent of what he can do. It's Star Wars. You don't have fist fights in the galaxy far away. Obi-Wan brought them hands on Jango Fett. He squared up. Did he? Because I vaguely recall this lightsaber fight on Kamino.
No,
that's what we're talking about.
Obi-Wan and Jango squared up.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
Also, Mace Windu versus the Geonosis battle droids in the Clone Wars cartoon show. He was force punching. They square
You
up. All right.
about the Gendy Tartakovsky one?
Yeah.
I vaguely recall that episode.
Yeah. Go watch it. It's dope.
Yeah, but like you just said, force punching. He
did. He went and he was coming in with the quick ones.
He was using the force though.
Everything is the force with them. It's a martial art.
I was saying you ain't getting Street Fighter. You know bloody knuckles and whatnot is what I'm saying.
Of course, the point is, it don't matter. They squared up. All right.
But yeah, so this episode then introduces Grogu to Mandalorian training. Goku decides to use his Matrix skills and flip over Paz Vagla's son, Ragnar. Hit him with the 3 darts.
That didn't even seem fair.
Yeah. Can we just admit that the Mandalorians had bad location scouting? Because first episode, y'all get attacked by a giant crocodile. Almost all y'all die.
First pause. So it's a dry, arid climate. They need water, and then when you're in those climates, everything else is going to need water. So yeah, they're going to have to run afoul of some wildlife. This is what happens. They ain't complaining. They square up. They kill it or they get killed. This is what happens.
Yeah, and that's what happened. A kid already got killed by one of these pterodactyl bird thingies. So Paz's son gets scooped up, and Bo, takes the lead, and she basically she gathers a hunting party. So they track him on down, and Grogu gets left with the armorer, and Grogu gets a flashback by someone who did not deserve any of the slander he got almost. Dude,
the character doesn't deserve the slander.
Yeah,
not even the character.
Yes,
the character's not at fault. I weep for Jar Jar. Okay, hold on. Did we go over what happened to him after the Order 66?
He was part of the Senate,
so he took a lot of heat. Unwarranted. He was a pawn just like everybody else. Okay, and he took a lot of heat for the clone army, destroying everything. So basically, he was ejected from being a senator for the Gungans. He got exiled from his people. He is now living as a homeless person on the streets of Naboo, and he's doing tricks and stuff for kids. Like he's a little clown, and he's doing performances, and that's what he does to get by. And he just misses his friends. All his friends are dead or gone. All right, and that's what he is, and he dies alone. It's like he didn't deserve that. He did all that for his friends. It's like we should all aspire to be Jar Jar. Okay, that guy was down, and then look what happened to him.
Bro,
it's heartbreaking.
Bro, what dark ass behind the music did you see or read that on?
You can look it up. It's on this it's I forgot where it was referenced in, but I saw it on Wikipedia, which is the Star Wars Wikipedia.
But yeah, so Ahmad Best, aka Keller and Beck, who deserved none of the slander from you motherfuckers back in the day, showed up and showed out and got Grogu out of there. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he came through, squared up, started coming through. Everyone else is dying. He come through. He grabbed the lightsaber. He dual wielded it. It was sick.
You know his character's nickname, right?
What's that?
The Saber Hand.
What?
Yes.
Ooh. Chills. I was sick. Ooh. So cool.
Yes. Yeah. So this actually is not his first time playing this character. He actually plays the character in it's a YouTube series. I can't remember the name of it, and I'm trying to find it. Oh, it's the Jedi Temple Challenge.
Huh?
Yeah, I think it was that thing that was on PC. Or no, this was on YouTube. So yeah, this was a kid show that started like 3 years ago on YouTube. So yeah, it was kind of like a Double Dare Guts type show. So yeah, he shows up, shows out. Bro, tell me why. I mean, did you think the armorer was making Grogu a helmet?
No, he's not ready.
Yeah. But still, I mean, bro, she gave him an emblem for his chest plate like this. Like I don't got nothing to compare it to in size, but like it's bigger. It's damn near bigger than him, dude. And I'm like, come on, man, that's just gonna weigh him down. But yeah, so the hunting party actually finds Paz's son, despite the fact that this motherfucker almost got his own kid killed. So Bo and did, save the kid. And I like the campfire scene when they're getting ready to go on the final trek of the hunt. You find out a little bit more about how Mandalorians eat. Oh, the leader of the hunting party gets to stay warm, while all y'all got to spread out and just go eat in the cold. Yeah. I'm like, that's green.
It's not. This is the way.
Yeah,
also, those suits are warm as hell. Or they have to have environmental stuff going on there. Like it's the right temperature because they keep that shit on all the time.
Yeah,
that must keep them warm or cool no matter what they need.
Yeah,
it's got like ventilation in there.
But yeah,
actually no, it definitely has ventilation because they were breathing underwater.
Yeah, she was breathing underwater. So yeah, they saved Paz's son. Bo lost his shoulder plate, and so due to her heroic efforts of saving Paz's bitch ass son,
dang, it's a kid. What? Shoot. Why you gotta call him that? Ain't his fault he got snatched up.
Bro, he been useless since the show started. It's fucked up how I thought he was at the beginning of the season. I thought he was goddamn Din, and this was a flashback of like Din getting his first helmet or something. The disrespect.
He's like 11. So leave that child alone. It's a child.
I know you ain't talking to fuck them kids.
I can still recognize a child for a teenage child. That's I don't want kids. Don't mean I hate them.
I don't know, but yeah. So the armorer makes Bo a new shoulder plate, and she's like, "Do you want your old crest on there?" She's like, "Nah, man. You know what? I don't want a mythosaur." And speaking of which, hey, have you ever seen a mythosaur? Yeah, in my dreams. Yeah, they're nice to dream about. Nah, I really saw one. She's like, "No, I'm like Cap." But yeah, so thoughts on that episode? Because that one was 10 for me.
Yeah, it was dope.
I still think Paz's son should have died. Useless ass.
Wrong with you,
bro? He started the episode all cocky and shit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot the little green man.
First off, he said, "Hey, this thing is like a foot tall. Bro, are you sure you want me to fight him?"
Bro, he went straight up Bronx. Whose man's is this?
All right, you need to chill out, okay?
Look, man, all I'm saying is he ain't started this episode off in a good light. I was like, man, fuck this little motherfucker the whole episode, okay? Wow. If anybody gonna go, he need to go.
That's so cruel.
All right. So, chapter 21, The Pirate, written by Jon Favreau and directed by, I guess, one of our favorite writer-directors now, Peter Ramsey, who we all know from Into the Spider-Verse, Rise of the Guardians, and Mitchell's vs. Machines.
If you haven't seen it, yes, you definitely got to watch Mitchell's vs. Machines and Spider-Verse, obviously.
Yes. Also, another movie I didn't watch yet. I'm getting ready to cancel my Netflix. But yeah, so Goran Shard, who was the pirate who, they decided to let go. I mean, not the pirate they let go. He was the captain of the pirate they let go in episode 1 of The Mandalorian. He invaded Navarro in retaliation for the pirate Vane's exposure. So Grief Karga reaches out to Carson Teva, who we've seen like in season 2, or was it season 2, or was it the book of Boba Fett episodes? Yeah, it was the Book of Boba Fett episodes when Mando got the N1 and Mando pulled off on the asses. So yeah, he sends a warning to him asking for help, and so Teva goes to the New Empire, and he talks to Colonel Tuttle, who is played by one of my favorite actors from SNL and the Goldbergs, the one, the only Tim freaking Meadows. So yeah,
you want a fish sandwich?
Shut up, man. I'm gonna go watch the ladies. Man. I think it's still on HBO Max. But yeah, he's like, yo, man, they ain't even signed the treaty, so they technically not even part of our clique. And freaking Ella Kane again.
I know her fine ass coming up, being a little
shady
person. Yeah, shady as hell.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, they're not part of this, so we can't really help them until they,
came all the way across the dang office. Hater. Like you had no papers to file. You came all the way across the office and coming down. Like really now? Come on.
Yeah, but so yeah, Teva tracks down Din and the rest of the Mandalorians. They're like, man, how this fool found us? It's the astromech from
freaking R4.
Yeah, R4 from
R5. R5. It's R5.
Yeah, R5. I think he was actually in the Republic, so he's a legacy character from the first trilogy.
No, you're thinking of R4. Yeah, Obi-Wan's droid was an R4 unit.
No, not Obi-Wan's. No, not the prequels. He's from episodes 4 through 6. Yeah, they actually they actually confirmed that.
Who was he with?
I don't remember. I gotta look it back up. But yeah, so they confirmed that, and that's how that's the connection between him and Teva. So it could have been Teva's old astromech droid. I don't know. So yeah, he's like, yo, your boy Grief needs help. I ain't gonna tell nobody where y'all at. As a matter of fact, I ain't see nothing. Y'all can keep doing what y'all doing. So Din's begging everyone to, hey, they like, nah, man, that motherfucker trying to kill us.
I wouldn't use the word begging, but he is
he's pleading.
He's beseeching.
Yes, beseeching. Because you want to turn into Roger's the motherfucking sword sucking this bitch. So yeah, he's asking them to help. He's like, yo, man, Grief ain't the same dude he was back when I was a kid. He actually saved me. They're like, nah, man, we don't know. So yeah. So they squad up, take out all the pirates. The armor, they got some land now, so they don't necessarily got to go back to the place where like kids was being killed, was being eaten and whatnot. So yeah, the armor actually finally confirmed with Bo-Katan, like started to believe her that she actually saw a mythosaur. She's like, you know what? Take off your helmet. So basically, you walk two ways, so you are going to be the one to bring back all of the Mandalorians and unite us. And so, hey, everyone cheers Bo on, and Katie Sackhoff's going to be out for like probably 2 episodes. So on his way back to Adelphi, Teva actually he encounters the wreckage from the prison transport that Moff Gideon was in. And he also finds a piece of Beskar armor, implying that maybe that the Mandalorians broke him out. It's like, why would the Mandalorians break this dude out? He basically decimated Mandalore.
It might be for revenge. In fact, okay, it depends on which way they're going. I got some fan theories, y'all. So if Sabine Wren walked up in there to snatch him out to get information about Ezra, to find Admiral Thrawn, so they can track down Ezra. That they're working up to that for the Ahsoka show.
You think so?
Yes.
See, this is one of the things I hate about Disney Plus. We don't get previews of the next episode, and a lot of streaming networks are starting to do that now. I think the only one who still shows you what's happening next week is HBO Max. But yeah, so what do you rate this episode? Because this one was a 10 for me.
Yeah, it's a 10.0.
Paz finally redeemed himself. He finally used that big ass gun on his back.
Yeah, they came in the Empires thought it was sweet. It was easy.
Like, no, he's above you. No, he's below you. Oh, you did. And one of Samir's possibly favorite characters actually only had his live action
Not my
debut.
favorite character, but yeah, he showed up, which was dope.
Yeah, Zeb Urios from Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, man, I was like, what? Yo, Rebels for life, son.
Yeah.
All the Rebels references.
Shout out to you for finally sharing some goddamn content from the Facebook page. I said what I said, and I don't take it back. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, good episode. Samir's going to get extra moist next week because Bryce Dallas Howard is directing next week's episode. Oh, God. She writes so good. I said she's directing. She's not writing.
So what? She's great. All right. Look. I will always stand Bryce Dallas Howard, okay? What you need, my queen. All right?
Go ahead and say what you want to say. You know you want to.
What are you talking about?
I still can't believe she married Seth Gabal from Fringe.
What's wrong with Seth Gabal?
He more like is Adam Goldberg. Bro, his biggest claim to fame is possibly Fringe.
Seth Gabal?
Gabel. I think he pronounces it.
Yeah, they look good together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to him. Florida boy.
What?
Yeah, he's from Hollywood.
So, in addition to marrying one of the baddest ladies around, he also from Hollywood, Florida. Represent, King.
Yeah.
And also, he's on Big Sky. He's got a recurring role there.
Oh, okay. I don't watch that show.
Yeah, neither do I.
I mean, it was one of them red herring shows where, it's kind of like, what's a good movie with a red herring? The other guys are Smoking Aces.
They got Catherine Winnick.
Who the hell is Catherine Winnick?
she's from Vikings. Like, what was the Red Herring show? Who did they bait and switch with in the show?
Ryan Phillippe.
Oh, he didn't stick around.
He literally dies at the end of the first episode.
He's in the main credits for the show. That's funny.
He dies. Perfect example. You know how Drew Barrymore was all on the poster for the first Scream? That type of situation.
Yeah, but that was paying homage to how Alfred Hitchcock.
I know, but still. But yeah, so what do you want to review first? John Wick or Shazam Fury Guys?
I got some words about Shazam. Let's go right into that, y'all.
Okay, so yeah. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up all the info. This is just
ready.
Messy.
Let me get ready.
Directed by David F. Sandberg, who directed the first one. Also written by Henry Gayden and Chris Morgan. All right, the film stars Zachary Levi, Asher Angel, Grace Colleen Curry. Zachary Levi and Grace Colleen Curry just got announced like last week. They're going to be at SuperCon. Jack Dylan Grazer, Rachel Ziegler, Adam Brody, Ross Butler, Megan Good, Lucy.
Are we going to that? Are we doing a coverage for that?
And Helen Mirren. I might go. I got to see who else is going to be there because honestly, I don't got nothing for nobody to sign so far.
We can interview people. We can say, hey, pictures with the Angry Blerds. I mean, we could promote the podcast.
I mean, yeah, but the way SuperCon is set up, like the only time like you can actually ever go up to people and like actually interview them is if it's Artist Alley. So like when you pay for like those autographs and stuff like that, they literally have signs that say no pictures from like when the line. Like sometimes you'll get actually somebody come in and try to block you or something like that. But yeah. All right, so let me go back to my tab. So this movie is actually set 2 years after the events of the first Shazam, and so Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren, they are the two daughters of the Titan Atlas. They actually go to the Acropolis Museum in Greece, and they steal the wizard's staff, and then they take it to the wizard and force him to repair the staff to activate his powers. So then we cut back to Philly with the Shazamily saving people from the Benjamin Franklin Bridge that is about to be that's about to collapse, but
did they explain why that happened?
No.
So that old behind bridge that got like developed decades ago is just gonna start collapsing.
I actually tell you when the bridge was actually built. The bridge was built July 1st, 1926.
And it's gonna collapse now.
Yeah. So they get called out. I forgot what the name was. The press called
the Fiascos.
Yeah, the Fiasco 7 or the Fiasco 6.
Because
there's 6 of them: Billy, Freddie, Mary,
Darla.
Pedro, Darla, Eugene. Yeah, 6. Yeah, the Fiasco 6. So yeah. So Billy also. I mean, he obviously has got a lot of issues because the movie starts with him going to see a podiatrist, which he thinks is a therapist.
Pediatrician.
Yeah, pediatrician. It's always the PEDs. I can never remember which one is which. But and I don't mean performance enhancing drugs. So yeah, he's worried that the family's splintering apart, and he's about 2 months away from being 18. So he's also fearing being kicked out because he's finally found his forever family. Chaos ensues over time. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It's kind of hard to like break down like the plot of everything. Freddie meets a girl that he is obviously trying to impress.
Okay, so this is a spoiler cast anyways. I'm gonna hop around.
Yes.
All right, listen. The first meeting of Anne or Anthea, spoiler,
Yes.
and Freddie, I got some notes about that. First off, F that teacher. All right, I'm glad he's dead.
Hey, you're gonna leave Oswald. You're gonna leave you're gonna leave Batman alone, okay?
No. I don't care his past roles.
Bro,
his role here,
bro, and
that teacher.
That was crazy. Like, this is supposed to be a family movie. Yeah, you didn't see it, but you heard the.
Oh yeah, here's the thing. I'm glad he's dead. All right, he's a terrible teacher. He's bad at his job.
He really is.
All right, you saw the bullying. You ain't stopped the bullying. They brutalized that crippled child. Okay, they took his crutch, they bent it, they punched him in the stomach. You saw the whole thing, and nothing happened.
I mean, we don't know if he saw the whole thing.
My God, I'm like, nah. He knew what happened, and like the whole hallway saw that shit, and he the only adult in the vicinity ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you suck, you feel bad, and you should go jump off a building, which you did.
I mean, he walked off. He didn't jump.
I don't care. I'm glad he's dead. God dang loser. Ooh, got me mad. I'm like, you ain't gonna do nothing? Like, how y'all gonna hit a crippled kid? What's wrong with y'all? Them kids need their ass whooped.
I mean, yeah. But, so, Freddy's caping for Ann. You know, he's like, oh, yeah, I know one of the, is it the Furious? What was it again? What was their nickname?
He said he knew a superhero. Yeah. He didn't actually say, because they don't like that name, because the Fiasco 7, that's not what they...
6.
Yeah.
So the Fiasco 6. So he shows off his superhero self. Hespera and Calypso arrive, and he steals Freddy's powers. And I don't know what the deal was with Anthea's powers. She basically like
axis. She can shift axes.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, they put Philly in a dome, and Freddy is in prison with good old Jamon Hansu, who deserves more credit than what he's getting, because he is the second person in the month of March to say, "Hey man, I ain't getting no money."
Oh yeah.
And the scene where Jack Dylan Grazer says, "What is that? Is that a tooth?" He actually improvised that.
Oh, that's funny. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one thing about this with the wizard. I didn't like how everyone was getting on Billy. I mean, boy was trying his best. Y'all gave him all that power, and why you did this? Why you did that? Why you? And Freddie called him out on it. Yeah, it's not like he gave primordial powers to a bunch of kids. You know, like get off.
Technically, wait, you talking about Billy or Shazam?
Oh, the Wizard Shazam, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, technically, he only gave it to one kid.
Yeah, but he shared his power with his family, and he didn't hoard it. That's the credit to his character. Another spoiler, y'all. We jumping around.
I mean, the movie is like 2 weeks old now, so definitely.
Yeah. All right, so can we get to what the bad parts about this movie was? We joking at this point, but here's my problem with this movie. All right, it was actually solid all the way through for the most part. This movie tanked itself in the third act. All right?
Why?
Listen. Okay, so yeah, the climax was okay, blah blah. Then you killed the main character.
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, the planet place. That was fine, I guess. That was cute. Whatever. They kill the main character, and then they bring him back with the dumbest plot holes I've ever seen. So here's the problem. All right, so I thought they needed the seed, and actually they could use that with the staff. They could bought their whole world back with the staff. Apparently,
maybe they didn't know that.
It seemed like it was coming out. Shazam knew it. Wonder Woman knew it. Okay, Anthea didn't know it. She knew it. So let me get this straight. Y'all was over here breaking y'all backs to get this damn apple, and instead of playing in your home like you should have, you're playing in Philadelphia and let it get all monstery and whatever. Fine. All right. Why did y'all take the staff back and then bring your world back also in the process and then screw both sides? What was the point of the conflict? You know? It was crazy. I mean, also, hang on. So Wonder Woman has come out of nowhere. Okay, what was you could have helped sooner, by the way, lady. Just so you know. Secondly,
dome.
Man, she could have got through. All right,
Billy couldn't even get out. What are you talking about?
I don't know. All right, first off, I'm sorry. So she can now use the staff and bring people back from the dead.
She's
like, is that what you're doing? Why did she bring back her other sister? Like, was other lady supposed to die?
Maybe she had to go. She kind of partially responsible for this. I mean,
she disintegrated. Why didn't Billy disintegrate?
Because he's not a god.
They call him a god. Is he an honorary god now? I don't know.
Yeah, he's a guy with air quotes. Don't forget, he's still immortal.
The point is, the movie it messes stakes. They didn't have any stakes at the end because the villains were just dumb. Apparently, they could have gotten their world back at any time once they got the staff back. They had that staff the whole movie. Once they bullied Shazam into fixing it, they could have went outside and did the thing the whole time. Maybe they
didn't know, or maybe they couldn't.
That's
maybe they couldn't because they're lower tier gods.
They're the daughters of Atlas. They're the direct descendants of the main god with the staff. All right, and you have Diana here of Themyscira, who is the daughter of Zeus. Apparently, they didn't confirm that in DCU.
I think they did in the first movie.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
so the daughter of Zeus and Hippolyta.
Yes.
So okay, they can't do that.
Yeah, I think because Zeus is up here and Atlas might be like a little bit down here. So,
point is,
I almost pull the rock. The hierarchy of the DC gods is kind of weird.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're not gonna argue that. The point is, the movie did not. The stakes were all over the place. It didn't make any sense, and it pretty much tanked its own ending.
I didn't think of it that way. Thought of it as a nice, happy ending. I like the fact that the parents know now.
It's giving somehow Palpatine returned.
Don't do that.
That's what it's giving.
Don't do that. Don't.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I still think it's a little messed up that they bought the house and the house got destroyed by a dragon, but at least the house got fixed. The good old wizard.
Also, can we talk about the mom?
Go ahead. I was waiting for you to get there. I was waiting for you to
get there. I'm like, yo, mommy bad. Yo, you can adopt me.
Sir, you are 37 years old. You are not being adopted.
I don't know what you're talking about. I turned 36 again.
So the wizard Shazam came and got his staff. Jaman came through with the drip, looking like fresh out of GQ magazine.
Yeah, that was yeah.
He needed to get rid of that.
My boy is looking clean.
And Billy finally figured out his superhero name. I like the sign that said "No Shazamming in the house."
Oh yeah,
is that why the house is always being struck by lightning?
Basically.
But it's like, come on, man, you don't know nothing about your name's Shazam. So here's the thing: they really need to figure out how that can work, because Billy can say Shazam without changing. So if there will be a third movie, which due to the box office there probably won't. He needs to
look. Here's another thing.
Yeah, sure.
Warner Brothers
Easter egg. So the guy he saved, who called him Captain Marvel, was the guy who played Billy Batson on the '70s show. Not that '70s show, but the '70s Captain Marvel series.
Oh.
Yes, he was Billy Batson.
Oh.
It's like, thank you, Captain Marvel. Come on, man! You couldn't get that from the yellow and red. Red.
I got the Captain Marvel reference. I didn't get the actor.
Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of divisiveness with this movie, man. I mean, just from
here's the issue. Okay, so DC EU and Warner Brothers tanked this movie before it came out because everyone knows that the Flashpoint is wiping everything out.
Yeah, and I was actually talking to several people about this. I think James Gunn should saved his announcement with the new stuff. I mean, he could have still told the investors, but you know what? It probably would have got leaked. If anything, they probably should have waited until the week the Flash came out, because people would still see the Flash to see what the fuck's going on, as Bernie Mac would say. I'm still watching Blue Beetle. I don't give a fuck because it takes place.
No, I'm gonna watch Blue Beetle definitely.
But here's the question though: are people gonna watch Aquaman?
Okay, is that still coming?
That's after Flash.
No one's gonna watch that movie, man. Not only are they boycotting Amber Heard, and the movie's not going to mean anything. That's the problem. Look, people talk trash about, do all these movies need to be a precursor to another Avengers movie? Yes, dummies. Okay, that's what happens,
bro. Don't call the listeners dummies.
We're not calling dummies. We're calling people who don't get. Our listeners get it. Okay, people who don't get it.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. Okay.
All right. The point is, I'm tired of how people don't get it. Look, the normies don't want to watch comic book movies anymore that are formatted like comic books that build up to a limited series. That's what they do. Okay. Now we're building up for Secret Wars. All right. Get on board. Okay. Everything is a trailer or a precursor to something else. All right.
Yeah. Now, and that's one of the reasons why I'm still mad that Ant-Man, kind of tanked the way it did, because now people
it was a good precursor. It had problems, but it was fun. Heck, even this crappy movie was fun. I didn't like that ending.
I like the movie.
I did not, because it was crappy.
And I also love the red herring that we got with the fake Diana and Billy's dream. Because honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that
how they got her back, seriously,
yeah. Because if it wasn't for the fact that they decided to spoil that I wouldn't have known Gal Gadot was in the movie. Like they literally put it in like the TV sizzles, like the TV trailers.
I mean, at this point, they might as well spoil the whole movie because it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, they kind of did. It's like, bro. So, what do you want to get into first? Like everything that happened behind the scenes, allegedly, because it was a lot.
Oh, yo, goddamn, man, Dwayne, chill. No one likes you anymore now. You used to be one of the most liked guys in Hollywood. Now everyone can't stand you because you don't want to chill. All right, chill.
So let's get into the first one. So the mid credit scene. It shows Amelia Harcourt and John Economos attempting to recruit Billy.
that lame ass end credit scene that wasted time.
Yeah, so they
didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, so they attempt to recruit him for the JSA, and then he gets disappointed because you're thinking it's just because now he want to be on the team with one woman. So
obviously,
actually, that scene was supposed to be different. It was supposed to be Cyclone and Hawkman.
Oh yeah, and then
and the People's Champ decided to block that.
Yeah, he didn't want them. Yeah, I'm like, oh, God, you suck, bro. You suck, truly.
Yeah, and here's another one. The way Warner Brothers really wanted to do this because they're tied together. They wanted Zachary Levi to reprise his role as Shazam and Black Adam,
which would have been cool. And it would have made the movie very cool. It would have been really cool, actually. They would have saved that movie almost.
So, yeah, like I said, man, it's getting real tricky out here. Like a website called The Wrap revealed all this, and Zachary Levi reposted it on his Instagram story and said the truth will set you free. But then he kind of turned around and said that he's not blaming The Rock for anything. It's just like...
you don't got to, Zachary. We'll do it for you. How about that?
Yeah, like... I still like The Rock, but not as much as I used to. And all this started when Black Adam was first announced. Just because.
Listen, all right. Someone pointed this out on Twitter today. Okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger was apprehensive of taking the role in Terminator as Terminator because he didn't like being the villain. Okay, and then it became his most iconic role. All right, yep. Out of all his roles, everyone goes back to him being a Terminator. Okay, that is his claim to fame. All right, and that's his franchise. Okay. And that's what The Rock wants. He wants a winning franchise. All right. And you can argue if the Terminator is not winning anymore. It don't matter. It's still his franchise. People still largely like it. Okay. Especially the first two, at least. All right. I like Dark Fate. I think Dark Fate was great. All right. Anyways, the point is, this man, he can't get a franchise. He went into Fast Five or the Fast and Furious. That really wasn't his. That was Vin Diesel's, technically. And he was kind of playing second fiddle. He didn't want that no more. All right. So he tried to jack Black Adam, and look what happened. It tanked. All right. No one wants it. Okay. Chill. Okay.
Yeah. I think.
Oh, yeah. G.I. Joe ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. I forgot he was in that for a second. I mean, they killed off Channing Tatum in 10 minutes.
Why?
Magic Mike. He made the right choice.
Yeah, no, he did. That's his franchise, by the way.
Yeah, which is done now because Magic Mike's Last Dance also came out this month. I don't think The Rock has ever played the villain besides in The Mummy Returns.
No, and he's never going. Doom.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a villain.
Was he just like a guy who got corrupted towards the end?
His character got corrupted. And then him and Carl Urban faced off, and then he got blown up or something. That movie was stupid. It was dumb. Bro, it was so bad.
Like out of all the movies that I paid to see starring The Rock, that is the only one I've ever fallen asleep in the theater. It's just like I don't know, but ratings. What are we gonna rate this movie?
Man, this movie gets a 5. All right, no decimal point, no nothing. 5. Okay.
Yeah, man. I would say it's a 7 because it's still a nice family movie, but finding out everything.
F them kids.
See, I told y'all. But yeah, I mean, because of everything that happened behind the scenes, and The Rock. The sad thing is, The Rock was actually a producer on the first Shazam movie, to the point where they set him up. If you go back and watch the first Shazam movie, when they're sitting in the Rock of Eternity.
Dude, he got himself fired and poor Henry Cavill. He drugged down Henry Cavill with him. And guess what? Henry Cavill gonna go off and do Warhammer, and everyone's gonna love him, and it's gonna be a franchise, and he's gonna get his day in the sun, and The Rock still don't have one. Because no one likes him anymore.
Yeah. But bro, they set him up at the end of the first Shazam. Remember when they're all sitting in the Rock of Eternity? There's 7 chairs. Who's the other one for?
They did. Oh shoot. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's just like, so yeah, it's a 7 for me. All right.
So 5. Should make it a 4.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into this next film. All right. John Wick. 4. John Wick Chapter 4. So, directed by Chaz Stahelski, written by Shay Hayden and Michael Finch, based on characters created by Derek Kolstad. It's surprising that Derek Kolstad didn't, write this one or anything, but he might have been busy working on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So yeah, so this one basically picks up right at where Parabellum ends. I'm gonna have to find new friends to pay to go to movies with, because I love Three Shades, but y'all gotta stop showing up fucking late, man. I be missing shit. All right, so synopsis is: with the price on his head ever increasing, legendary hitman John Wick takes the fight against the high table global as he seeks out the most powerful players in the underworld, from New York to Paris to Japan to Berlin. So yeah, it stars Keanu Reeves, Donnie Yen, Bill Skarsgård, Lawrence Fishburne, Hiroyuki Sanada, Shamir Anderson, Lance Reddick, Rina Sawayama, Scott Atkins, and Ian McShane. So
you did Bill Skarsgård?
I did. I said Bill Skarsgård before I said Lawrence Fishburne.
And the late great Lance Reddick.
Said Lance Reddick after Shamar Anderson and
Ian, what's his face?
Ian McShane. You hear me, but you're not listening, are you?
All right. Can we talk about how the promotion of this film played up Rina Sawayama's character? And
I didn't see her in any promotion, really.
I saw a lot.
I saw a lot. Her in
I don't know, maybe my feed thinks I'm a weeb and it's going to fall to pieces over an attractive Japanese woman.
I'm sorry, think you're a weeb?
Listen,
you've said you're a weeb on this podcast before.
Just because I am a weeb doesn't mean I'm going to see a movie just because there's an attractive Japanese woman in it. With that being said, why do they have so much promotion stuff with her? She's barely in the movie. She had one action scene in Osaka, and that was it. And then obviously,
because she's a famous singer. So yeah,
I mean, she's fame-ish. She's famous.
She's not famous. I think you would say famous-ish over here, but that don't sound.
She's not even that famous over there. Her career's short. Like she came out with her first studio album in 2020. And the second one last year. Like she's fresh. She's a fresh face.
Okay, well then that explains it.
She got a lot of singles. Actually. So she's been around, I guess, for a while. So I guess there's that. But her albums she don't have that many.
Oh, she was on tour, Charlie. I gotta go.
Maybe she's been in a group. Maybe she was in a group first. That's probably what it was. She was probably in a group before
that. She's released a few EPs since 2017, but she's been doing music since 2013. And she was on a song with Charlie XCX. Oh, she did a cover of Enter Sandman last year. I'm sorry, 2021.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, and she did a song with Lady Gaga as well. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this film, sir. So where do you want to start?
How about his dog ain't around no more? Like, John, what's up? Why you ain't spending time with your dog, man?
I mean, you got to remember this one picked up right after the last one, where after he got shot off the roof. So I missed like possibly the first 5 minutes. I saw when he killed the elder in Morocco.
Yeah, he pretty much saw the beginning, because all the beginning was Lawrence Fishburne's character walking with his dog, John's dog, and then he says, "John, you ready?" And he got him a new suit, and John's punching like a wooden board with some rope wrapped around it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm ready." And that was it.
Okay, cool. So didn't really miss that much. So yeah, John finds out who's the one who sits above the table, and that is the Marquis Vincent Del Gramont. So yeah, then Clancy Brown, Lex Luthor, man, shows up. He's basically like the middleman for the high table.
Oh yeah,
yes,
that was nuts.
Four Finger Clancy. He shows up to the New York Continental, and says this.
Does he actually have 4 fingers?
No, he's got all 5, bro. In the movie, he has 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, they decommissioned the New York Continental. And,
that happened quick.
Bill Skarsgård's character, the Marquis, kills Sharon.
Yes.
Yeah, and he also says that the High Table has basically given him all the resources to find and kill John Wick. And so then we go to Osaka, the Osaka Continental, where John's friend Shamuzi Koji is the manager of that, and his concierge is his daughter Akira. So that big French motherfucker whose name.
Hiroyuki Sanada, he was so cool in this movie.
Yes, he had to redeem himself from Mortal Kombat.
Not really. He don't have to redeem himself for nothing because he was the best part of that movie.
Really, he was barely in it.
Don't matter. He's the best.
You got like the first 10 minutes that they put online, and that was it.
He was the best part of that movie.
And he got killed in Avengers Endgame in like all of 5 minutes.
Yeah, he still a cool scene.
And Clint Barnes said, "Get out my face." But yeah, so he ends up dying.
Actually, hang on. He has an amazing line. All right, and John was like, "Yo, I'm sorry, I brought this on you, man. It sucks." And his line was, it was something along the lines of, "Friendship is meaningless when it's convenient."
Yes,
I'm like, it's only friendship when it's hard. I'm like, it's a good line. That was so good.
Yes,
I had to stop for that. That was dope. I was like, yeah, I F with that. I'm gonna use that.
All right, we will see.
What you mean you gonna see? What you gonna call some favors in?
I don't need no favors from nobody, really. I don't think I've ever called in a favor in my entire life.
No man is an island.
I know no man is an island, but bro, I'll be an island. I don't mean to be an island, but I'll be an island.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
I know it's not. I'm working on it. But yeah, so an individual who we get introduced into the film is the brother who goes by the name of Mr. Nobody, played by
the Tracker.
Yeah, Shamir Anderson.
In the credit, he's Tracker.
Yes, he's the Tracker. But he tells everyone his name is Mr. Nobody. So yeah, he helps John escape. Why? Because that pricing ain't high enough. He's like, yo, man, and Donnie Yen gets called back in by the High Table. He plays a character named Kane, who is blind.
He's like going back and forth, but yeah,
I know. Why is Donnie Yen always playing blind people? Ever since Rogue One, has he been playing blind?
That's
people
the second
before
one.
Rogue One?
That's the second one.
I know, but bro, it's Donnie Yen. You show up blind and you don't kick ass.
That's the second one he's played blind, including Rogue One.
To our knowledge, off the top of our head,
Rogue One and this. I've watched a lot of his movies. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Okay.
He's frequently seen.
I just always watch It Man, and that's it.
He's done a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
He has a movie called Flashpoint. Really cool.
Sir, there's only one Flashpoint I acknowledge.
No, you acknowledge this one. This one's really dope. I think it's called Flashpoint.
But yeah, so Kane also shows up at Rex's house in the Japan Continental. And he actually kills.
Flashpoint 20. 2 words. Flashpoint 2007.
Yeah, and he kills Shimazu. All right, and Kane basically told Akira to flee, and he said, "I'll be waiting for you on some Kill Bill shit."
Little did he know.
Yeah. So John actually meets up with Winston at Sharon's gravesite, and tells him the only way that you're gonna get out of this is if you challenge the good old Marquis to a duel, and when you win that, you'll be free of all obligations to the High Table. And so he finds out the only way he can request a duel is on behalf of the crime family. So now John is going back to his hometown of Berlin. Is he from Berlin?
I mean, that's where his family.
Yeah, because he's Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jardani.
Jordani. Oh,
yeah, Jordani Jovanovic. All right, so yeah, he calls in a favor, and bruh, can we talk about how he went to the church, handed over all his pistols, went up to the priest, and got shot?
He's like, nice suit. They didn't know he would survive that.
Yeah. So yeah, Katya, who is now the head of the Russian crime family, because is it her adopted father or is it
Uncle?
Yeah, her uncle gets killed by Keela, who is basically a high table member. She said, "Yeah, you got to kill him, and we'll let you back in." And my eyes play tricks on me sometimes, so I'm like, I know that's somebody in a fat suit, but I just couldn't figure out who. I'm like, oh, that's the director. Then I'm like, oh wait, no, man, no, that's Scott Adkins. So for those of you who don't know who Scott Adkins is, so Scott Adkins is one of the what? What's wrong?
I'm like, that was a fat suit?
Yes, dude. So yeah,
I just thought he didn't have him on wires and it was pulling some Tekken Bob stuff, man. I'm like, yo, buddy got hands.
Yeah, man, that's Scott Adkins. So for those of you, Scott Adkins has been in several movies since the early 2000s. A few with Jackie Chan, such as The Accidental Spy, The Medallion. He was also in The Pink Panther. I'm just going over like a few movies in his filmography.
They're all bad so far.
The Bourne Ultimatum.
Okay, that's better.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah.
He was Ryan Reynolds stand-in as Weapon 11. Undisputed 3. The Expendables 2. Universal Soldier, Day of Reckoning, Zero Dark 30. No one saw The Legend of Hercules. I don't even know why.
Hey, we saw Legend of Hercules.
No, we saw Hercules. We didn't see The Legend of Hercules with Kellen Lutz. There were 2 Hercules movies that year, dude.
Oh, boy, I forgot about that. Oh, my, that was a weird year.
Yeah. He was also in Doctor Strange. He was one of the Zealots. American Assassin, Accident Man. He was in Ip Man 4 with Donnie Yen, Dead Reckoning, One Shot. He was also in Day Shift in a movie called...
Yeah, who did he play in Day Shift?
He played Darin Nazarian.
Terrible behind movie.
Yeah. And he was also in a movie called Accident Man, Hitman's Holiday. So it's a sequel to Accident Man. But yeah, so Scott, he was on Mutant X for an episode.
Whoa, throwback, y'all. Mutant X.
Yeah. So,
that show is supposed to be in the Marvel Universe.
Shit.
It was based off the X-Men. Why is that show even... what were they thinking back then?
Simple, because Avi Arad, who was basically responsible for everything Marvel related, was the creator of this show. So for everyone who doesn't know, Avi Arad is a multi-million-dollar film producer and a studio executive. So slight tangent. Okay, he produced Daredevil, Hulk, The Punisher, Spider-Man 2, Elektra, Man-Thing, Fantastic Four, X-Men: The Last Stand, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man 3, Rise of the
all the garbage.
Hold on, wait, I'm not done yet. Rat, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, The Incredible Spider-Man, Robo Safety, and rebooted The Amazing Spider-Man 2, 2017's Ghost of the Shell, Venom, Into the Spider-Verse, Venom Let There Be Carnage, Uncharted, Morbius, Across the Spider-Verse, Kraven the Hunter, Borderlands, executive producer on Blade, X-Men 2, Blade 2, Spider-Man, Blade Trinity, The Killing Floor, Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, Ultimate Avengers 2, The Invincible Iron Man, Doctor Strange, The Sorcerer Supreme. So those animated Marvel movies. All right, television, Double Dragon. Remember that cartoon?
That.
I'm just saying, the guy got a long.
It's giving. It's giving. I want the X-Men. No, we got the X-Men at home, and it's Mutant X.
Oh wait, no wait. I got one more for you. You ready? He produced the Generation X movie that came out. It was a made-for-TV movie on Fox.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
He's just very hands-in with Marvel. I think he's one of the people who actually helped save Marvel in the 90s.
He might have been.
Yeah.
He put it on life support until it got good because that was some dark times back then.
Yeah. But So John kills Keela, and they need proof of killed. So he takes one of his gold teeth, and he gets his brand back. So he's part of the family. He challenges the Marquis to a duel, and everyone has a second. So John's second is Winston, and he makes Kane his second, but Kane is also going to be his stand-in. So he basically flipped the script. And can we talk about everything in Paris? So from the car chases to the hit being put out on him to, him getting kicked down 200 stairs, having to fight his way back up.
Him falling from a 4-story window. Listen, it's cool.
I don't know, man.
Whatever.
Just throw your suspension.
These suits are getting out of. Yeah, these suits are ridiculous. Can I get one?
Oh, we forgot to talk about the tracker and how he got roped into this after everything that happened in Japan. So the Marquis said, "Look, man, you got two choices. You can either die or work for me." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm not really affiliated with y'all, so I'm gonna just hang back." And got stabbed in the hand, bro.
Yeah, and
said you got two choices. You can either pull the knife out or you can pull your hand out.
And then now show me that you down for the cause and you can get this money.
Yeah, and that's how we found out that Kane actually lost his eyes. So yeah, he's still working in the shadows because the price still ain't good enough. What he say he wanted the price to be $40 million?
Something like that. He asked for 40. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Marquis finally buckled under his request, and then that price $40 million.
Still ain't do nothing though.
Yeah, so I mean, because the Wolves was out. I mean, he was taking out a few of them because he's like, "Yo, ain't nobody getting this money except for me." And then
all he did was help John the whole time.
Yeah, he really did. Marco Aquad. So Chidi, that's the big dude. Almost kills his dog, and John being John. Don't forget, all this started because of a dog in a car. Bro, Chidi should have died. Look, when John shot him and he went over them stairs, his neck should have snapped. But nah, lo and behold,
didn't fall on his head.
It looked like he fell on his damn head.
Nah, he fell on his face, which should have killed him anyways. But
ain't your face a part of your head?
Those, no, because I think he broke his fall with his body in the suit. So the suit carried everything.
Them damn suits, man. So yeah.
So how you smell that suit?
Yeah, that's your ultimate MacGuffin in the John Wick universe. So everyone was actually very curious about our good old Tracker's origins. They were like, "Is he possibly like Halle Berry's brother in the franchise, or what?" We don't know. We don't know nothing about this man. We just know he just shows up, and he likes to work from afar because a lot of his stuff he really wasn't in close quarters until like this part. So yeah, so then we get to our duel where they got to take 30 paces. Kane and John both shoot each other. Kane first gets shot, I want to say in his shoulder, and John also gets shot in his shoulder.
Yeah.
So then they have to move up 10 paces. So now they're at 20 paces, and no, it was reversed. Kane got gut shot first. Or shot on his side.
He got winged on his side. It wasn't really a gut shot.
Yeah, he got winged. And then John gets gut shot, and Kane gets winged again.
Other arm, yeah, something like that.
And third shot, John gets gut shot, but he doesn't fire. And so the good old Marquis, a.k.a. Pennywise, said, "Nah, man, give me that gun. Let me get this killing shot." He ran up on him. Winston said, "You fucking idiot." He didn't fire. Bah! Shot in the head.
Yep.
And so John got his freedom. And unfortunately, John dies.
We don't know if he died. That might have been exhaustion. He
got buried.
Yeah, that grave could have been empty. Nobody, no death.
You saying we pulling a Nick Fury right now?
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, Keanu Reeves did say he went. Post-credit scene. Let's talk about it. So Kane gets his freedom. He goes and sees his daughter. And the one and only Akira decides to run up on him.
And she's probably going to get him, too, because he's distracted. And he can't see her.
Yeah. So, yeah, he possibly got prison shanked. So, what do we rate this movie, man? because I got a few interesting things of note.
I give it a solid 10.0.
Yeah, same here. Straight up 10 for me. So interesting things of note. Like we said before, the movie is almost 3 hours long. I believe it clocked in at 2 hours and 42 minutes. Keanu Reeves only says 380 words in this film. So that is, I think, 142 words less than what he said in John Wick Chapter 2. And this movie like literally blew up the box office with $142 million opening weekend and still counting. So also Chad Stahelski and Keanu Reeves said, "Hey man, we want to take a break." And Lionsgate said, "Nah, man, y'all coming back for a fifth one, okay? Coming back all day." And
even though you're dead and buried.
Yeah.
Actually, there was something that point that stood out for me.
Shoot.
It's like when he said, "Can you take me home, Winston?" It's like, God, he sounded so vulnerable right there. It was just heartbreaking.
Yeah, man. I mean, you were sounding
almost like a little boy, you know, like just that small child inside that he didn't manage to kill came out for that 1 second.
Yeah. But so yeah, I mean, I love the movie. I'm obviously going to possibly rewatch it sometime soon within the near future. But yeah, man, best thing, Scott Adkins in a fat suit kicking ass, dude. That whole scene in the club, I was like, man. Oh, Donnie Yen also said that he would like to do a John Wick spinoff centered around Kane. So the scene in the house in Paris, you know, with John with the shotgun, with the incendiary rounds and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually inspired by Dragon's Breath. Dragon Breath.
Amazing.
Yeah, by the game Hong Kong Massacre. I mean, by the game studio Hong Kong Massacre. No, the game is Hong Kong's Massacre. So yeah, they just call it the Dragon's Breath scene. So yeah, that overshot of him going in the rooms and fucking shit up. So yeah, that's what that's actually from. So they actually talked to IGN about that. And so yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can do a fifth one like this. Like I said, the Lionsgate exec said, we're not ready to say goodbye to Keanu with this franchise. Like, yeah, because you're making us too much money, okay? And they also did dedicate the film to Lance Reddick, who we actually saw die in the film. So that leaves the question: is Ballerina taking place like in between 3 and 4, or what? Or is it a like an integral or something? But yeah, I can't wait to see it. But yeah, I don't think we got any more things to talk about on
Nah, I mean, it was an amazing movie. That's it.
So guys, this is Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider.
And this is Samir, the King in Black.
And that was another damn near 2-hour episode of the Angry Blerds podcast.
Yeah, well, join us next time. Same Blerd channel, same Blerd network.
Yeah, be sure to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Next week, one of Samir's favorite writers, SD Simple, will be joining us to discuss the Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
Yes, give us her opinion on fantasy. She's obviously a bit of an expert on that.
Yeah, I think that's the only movie that's coming out this coming week.
Yeah, and then we'll obviously have our weekly review of the Mandalorian and a bunch of other stuff might happen.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, we got 3 more episodes of Mandalorian. Let me go to Rotten Tomatoes real quick just to make sure there aren't any other films that we are missing under the radar because we're not reviewing Air. Sorry guys, we didn't review Scream 6 because Samir didn't see it. Here we go. No, I'm not disabling my ad block. The fucking Rotten Tomatoes. Just show me the goddamn movie coming out. Yeah, it looks like that might be it. So yeah, just it's kind of a slow month in April. I think the only thing we really got is Super Mario Brothers, unless I'm forgetting something.
No. Renfield.
Oh yeah, Renfield as well. Well, that also depends on the reviews. Because
also, Evil Dead. When is that coming out?
I think that's May.
All right. Well, whenever that comes out, we gotta get that too.
Yeah. All right, guys. So be sure to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Like I said, yo, remember I told you when I went to SuperCon, I got some comics graded.
Yeah.
Damn near a year later, I finally got them. So, one of the most gruesome comics I've bought for an issue 1, Moon Knight. It got a 6.5. I mean, that's kind of decent. Avengers issue 1 got that signed by David Finch. 7.5. I was surprised to still find this because, my comics are they're not organized in any type of way, shape, or form. And one of Samir's favorite comic books that he likes to say, because, we're talking about Keanu Reeves. Go ahead and say it. Say it.
Berserker.
Yep, 9.6. Signed by Ron Garney. So, yeah, guys. I don't know if I'm going to keep these or if I'm going to try to sell some of these because I still got a bunch of comics that I got graded, but those are done by C2C as opposed to CBCS. They mainly do cards. They're also responsible for remember the Beckett card magazines? They have one for Pokemon and stuff like that. Yeah, so they do grading now for comics. But yeah, guys, that's it. We will see you next week. Samir, tell the people goodbye.
Live long and prosper.
Peace. I'm gonna go eat me some Italian ice.
It's too late for that.
Just a little bit. All right. See you.